What's up, everyone? It's your boy Top Cat the Gamer. We are back with some more
Indeed.
Trails Through Daybreak. We're gonna go ahead and continue on with the rest of the story. We're in the finale. We were in the Terrell district. The main quest is over there to finish everything, but we're gonna still hold off. We got some things we need to go do. Doesn't look like there's anything we need to get here to eat or nothing like that. So we're just gonna head on straight to the theater. That's where we need to go.
There's a new movie.
So this is one of the last times.
Thank you for your visit today.
Let's see. Yeah. So Midnight Memories is one of the last times. The last things here. I mean.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
So we're gonna go ahead and watch that. I think I did the Gloria one, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but matter of fact, before. Let me make sure. So the way to check if you've seen the movie is to come here and see if you got the brochures. Yeah, we saw Gloria and Golden Blood. Saw all this other stuff. So I think Rainfall and that one. The Midnight Memories we haven't seen, but this is the last time to see Midnight Memories, so we're gonna go ahead and go and watch it now.
Hello. Why not buy a souvenir to remember your
Watch the
visit?
damn movie. Hope y'all doing well, man. I've got to apologize for the last couple of days I haven't uploaded. I've been really busy with work. It's like really a lot going on. So yeah. So I apologize for that. We're gonna get right back into it though. Wrap this game up and move on to some other stuff.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Let me see who I need to bring here. Hold off 1 minute.
What's next?
Because I don't want to take anybody we already have stuff built up for. Fairy is somebody. I at least want to get everybody to 3. So we'll definitely take Berger on 1. Some of these who are about to finish. I guess I haven't spent a lot of time with Fairy since that. Yeah. So they at least get her to her 3rd one. Judith, I could do, but we don't have one for him, so.
We have merchandise for the movie
All right.
to sell at the shop.
So even like a movie that he want to go see any damn way. Like the fuck did you invite me to this movie for? This bullshit. Fairy and okay. Band decided to let everyone loose. Let's go to the movies. Three high schoolers sneak into an old mansion, looking to use it as a setting for their independent horror film. Lance is the star actor, Joshua is the cameraman, and then Emily is the screenwriter. Each dutifully fulfills their role, and the filming progresses without incident. However, a strange phenomenon occurs as they begin shooting the final scenes.
For real? Is it just me, or has the lighting been acting up for a bit?
Has it? I don't know. It was working fine this morning. Whoa! The lights went out.
Hey, come on! I can't see a thing! Get those lights back! Ah!
Lance?
Why he screams like that?
Huh? Emily? Is that you? Blood? Hey, Emily! Something happened to
Come play with me, Joshua.
Fuck? I didn't think this was gonna be a scary film. That was quick. Oh, creepy ass movie. There's nothing scarier than an enemy you can't even see. They're so tough to deal with. You can't ambush them. You can't do any diversions either. It sucks. That's what you were thinking about that whole time? Just to be clear, you do understand it was all made up, right? None of that was real. She was so taken aback too. She did a whole back stance. So, I've got to be prepared in case we ever encounter any ghosts. Who knows when we might find one. But don't worry, Van. If that ever happens, I'll protect you. You and everybody else, okay? I love Fairy. She's so cute. Okay. Appreciate you watching our backs, Fairy. Guess I'll take this over. Her coming out of it super spooked at least. The sensibilities of the young are interesting to consider. I get a kick out of it, you might say. I hadn't realized they made movies where the characters encounter ghosts and then try to escape them. You learn something new every day. In hindsight, maybe it wasn't the best idea to take a man of the church to see a movie like that, huh? Oh, something like that does not offend me in the least. You have nothing to worry about. For better or worse, it's human nature for people to treat things they cannot see with fear and awe. I'm just impressed the movie makers have found a way to harness that reaction and turn it into something entertaining. I knew it was a bad idea to take his ass in there. Alright. But we needed to get his shit up, so it is what it is. Oh, she got a sharpshooter, okay. Lion who knows no weakness. Alright, I don't think we can watch another one. Yeah. Alright. Alright, we got something in the menu here. Guessing for watching a movie. 9 movies watched, okay. Tear-all bomb. Not bad, actually. I do need to use that. Alright, so from here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to head over to Old Town to finish up the last quest over there. What was that quest?
Ladder launch.
No, it was 2 of them. Oh, that's the one for Dingo's Legacy. No, I think that's actually... Okay, yeah, we're gonna work on Problem Child. I'm gonna save Dingo's Legacy as the last thing that we do, because I think going to the little red mark also is for him, because we have to go to the Terrell Times. So let's go.
Off we go.
Back to Old Town and go finish up this quest.
Hey,
Talk to Zora. You're Zora, right? The one who put out a call for us. We're with Arkwright Solutions. Nice to meet you. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for coming. Please, have a seat. I'll get some tea ready in just a minute. I was curious what a Springham would be like, you know. But you look just like normal people. I might have even seen you around town before. You probably have. Our office is in Old Town. I know some stuff about you and your son. He's studying for high school entrance exams, right? Wow, you weren't kidding. You really do know about us. But you're right. We're hoping he'll be able to get into Aramis Academy, so I've been having him rigorously study every day. His grades were in a bit of a rut for a while, but they have thankfully started improving. Not that I ever doubted him, of course. He's my son, so of course he's capable. If he keeps this up, be sure that we'll nail a spot in the academy at the tip top of his class. Okay. What's she hit her with the for? But right as he's starting to show promise, the situation turns dire. Curtis has been behaving really strange as of late. He's becoming violent all of a sudden, yelling really loudly, hitting things. And he's never done that before? I can see why you would be concerned. Never in his life. He's always been a good boy. He must be in some awful company if he's acting this way. That's the most logical explanation. I take my eyes off him for a moment, and this happens. That's why I need you. Please figure out what happened to my boy Curtis. So what if he's gotten a little sassy? I'd want to curse myself mute if I was getting choked like this 24/7. Really? I don't think it would hurt to look around a little and make sure he isn't falling in with a bad crowd just to be safe. What do you think, Van? Should we help her? Maybe. Give me a minute to think about it. Please. Alright, we'll take the case. Fantastic. Thank you so much. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, where is Curtis right now? He's out buying some reference material. There's a bookstore in Terrell District we like to shop at. I imagine he's there. Oh, so he's out right now. Perfect. Before we start with anything else, mind if we search his room? I ain't too hot on digging through a teen's room like that. But it's the most obvious place to start looking. I understand. You can search his room. Follow me upstairs. Bet you anything, he's got all kind of dirty mags hidden under this mattress. How did I know you were gonna say that?
You have my support, Mr. Arkwright.
Alright. Here you are. This is Curtis's room. Thanks for showing us. Alright, let's get this done before the kid comes back home. Van and the rest started combing through Curtis's bedroom. At first, they found nothing of note that could plausibly explain his violent turn in behavior. The only objects kept hidden were mock exams with failing scores. But a few minutes later, well, look at that. Did you find something, Van? You bet. Take a look at what I found tucked away inside the desk drawer. It's a bag of weed. A mint tin. Oh, a mint tin. It looks empty. I don't think I recognize the brand. Could you explain what it is? They sell tobacco-flavored mints inside these suckers. You only get them if you're smoking or trying to quit. That explains why he does smell like cigs in here. He could have been chewing on those instead of lighting one up. It tastes like what? It might not be the real thing, but only delinquents even think about smoking at his age. Oh, my poor Curtis. Where did I go wrong with you? I thought I raised you to be such a good boy. Maybe it ain't even him doing it. Maybe it's a friend. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We might be missing something that explains why he had this tin. I know exactly why he had it. It's all my husband's fault. Him and that scandal of his that he got him demoted from the Bank of Edith. We were forced to move into Old Town because of that. If we were living in a safer neighborhood, my son wouldn't be straying from the path. My husband was supposed to start working at a subsidiary once he was out on probation. But where do I end up finding him instead? Montmartre. I caught him eating there again without a care in the world while I was out shopping. Absolutely ridiculous. Has he been working this whole time? Or just pulling wool over my eyes? I can't trust him anymore. Would you? Good Lord. Wow, she just keeps going. Fairy's like, she won't shut the fuck up. Anyway, this 10 gives us a good jumping off point. We'll keep sniffing around and see what we turn up. Pardon my outburst. Oh shoot, my bad. I hit the button by accident. Fairy was like, oh god, she just keeps going. What's the matter, Van? Did you notice something else? Yeah, the tin still stinks. It's faint, but you can still get a whiff if you get real close to it. Smells just like an Orville hookah. Feels like a lifetime ago, but I recognize that smell anywhere. What? Really? And here I thought we were finally done with that bullshit. I don't doubt Mr. Arkwright is right about it, but the CID and the police were supposed to have confiscated all of them. You mean the drug that A developed and peddled through Vegas films? Sorry about that. I don't remember hearing about that stuff coming in a tablet. Where did he get something like that? I worried for how his health might be affected. Alright, Chief, what's the plan? Do we go straight to the kid and give him the spill? No, we need to figure out where these things came from in the first place. Right now, this stays between us. Nothing good can come from his mom catching wind of this. With a firecracker of mom like that, I can only imagine. Since we're talking about tobacco-flavored mints, maybe a cigarette seller would know something. If his father smokes too, that could also lead somewhere. Agreed. Might as well look into both of those. The mom said something about her husband eating at Montmartre. Okay.
Hey,
Oh, no. Wait. And... Oh, her.
Let me ask you something.
Sorry to interrupt your class. Can we have a quick chat? We wanted to ask about a kid we've been hired to look into. Name's Curtis. Of all the times, I guess we could fit it. I'm sorry. Goddamn. I guess we can if it can't really wait. Let's go somewhere else. Van explained the request. Sorry about that. They also explained his stark change of personality. Right, okay. Not gonna lie, I think his parents are making a storm in a teacup. Kid's not gonna turn into some hardened criminal because of this. But to answer your question, I do know who you're talking about. He came to my tobacco kiosk about an hour ago. He did? Yeah, he asked if I had any tobacco-flavored mints for sale. I told him I don't sell them, and even if I did, a kid like him shouldn't go anywhere near them. He got all huffy and started yelling, called me an old hag, which was nice of him. Wow, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Damn, kids got balls to say that to your face. What'd he do after that? Beats me. My guess is he went looking for some other place he could sucker into selling them those mints. Makes sense. Thanks for the info. Okay. Now we go to the dad.
Can we talk?
Got a minute? We want to ask you something about your son. He said, what? My son is chewing on tobacco-flavored mints? I can't believe it. He's never been the brightest at school, but I didn't think that he'd be that stupid. Sir, please, calm down. As an aside, do you smoke it at all yourself? Goddess, no. Why would I? The smell would only make our clients more uncomfortable. Then do you have any idea why Curtis would be taking those tablets? Any idea at all? Oh, I know what's going on with him. Boy must be getting lazy. Tired of studying for the entrance exam, so he must be taking them as a distraction. What an embarrassment. He's getting real spoiled if he thinks he can get away with all this nonsense. When I was his age, I was so focused on my studies, I didn't even eat or sleep. Just wasn't Gehenna is Zora doing raising our son for him to turn out like that? It sounds like his parents themselves having some issues to work through. With parents like these, the kid's gonna start acting out sooner or later. He's got a bit of a point. Thanks for the info. We'll get out of your hair now. Well, that's both people on the list, and none of it helped. Dad didn't really tell us anything new about the kid, and we got no info about those mints. Guess the last stop's that bookstore his mom mentioned. He might not even be there, but it can't hurt to talk to him if he is. If he's not, we can always ask the staff. They might know something. Hold on 1 second here. Really seems like this kid is definitely acting out. I don't know. Let's see, changing remotes real quick. This thing is really low. All right, let's head to the Terrell district.
Go.
I see.
Let me ask you something.
I don't see anyone who looks like that could be Curtis. I'll hit up the manager and see what she has to say. Excuse me, does the name Curtis ring a bell by any chance? Van explained the request he had. They also explained his stark exchange of personality. Talking about exchange, I meant change. Oh wow, poor Curtis. I had no idea he was going through all that. He comes here a lot, so one of my workers and I made it a point of looking after him and helping him with his studies. Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you anything about his personal life or those mentioned. That's all news to me. That's okay. We appreciate you talking with us at all. If you don't mind me asking, could you tell us about the other worker? Oh, I recognize you. You come here a lot too. You're from Aramis, aren't you? His name is Albert. You probably know him, right? Wait, what? Yes, absolutely. I can't believe I forgot that this is where he works. He sure does. He and Curtis seem to get along really well. He would recommend reference books for Curtis to buy and whatnot. Between the two of us, I imagine Albert would know more about him than I do. Fat load of good that'll do, unless we can track down the nerd down. Any ideas where he might be? At this hour, he's probably either on campus or somewhere around the Arbor District. And what are we waiting for? Let's go find him. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Fingers crossed he doesn't turn out to be a dead end. Oh man. Oh, well, that came out of nowhere. God, dog. Tired, man. Long days. Long days. There he goes.
Can we talk?
Sorry to call you out. Sorry to call you all of a sudden, Albert. It's alright. It looks like it's something you need to be discreet about. Something like that. We're looking into someone right now. Do you know Curtis? Okay, so they told him about everything. Damn it, I knew something was up. He's been acting strange lately. Maybe unstable is the best word for it. It was very different from his usual self. How long have you known? You know, I don't really want to help you. What the fuck? But I guess I noticed it around late October, early November. He was pretty down in the dumps before that, saying he lost motivation. But then he started being all excited about his studies all of a sudden. Something was off about it, so I don't know where all the enthusiasm came from. Thank you for letting us know. Have you heard anything in particular about his friends? As if he was hanging around with a bad crowd? No, not really. Didn't look like it anyway. Wait, maybe it's not quite that. But I remember someone that looked like him hanging around in the back streets of the Terrell district. Since it was at night and the guy he was talking to looked real shady, I kind of just assumed it wouldn't be Curtis. Crap, sorry about that. Come on, stop mumbling and out with it already. We've been warned at the school to watch out for a suspicious man that hangs around Terrell's back streets. He apparently sells tobacco and hard drugs to young people. That's what the rumors say anyway. I should have made the connection earlier. Curtis could have bought the tablets from him. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe he was going to meet him today when he said he was going to the bookstore. Looks like it anyway. Next stop, Tyrell Backstreets. Or Tyrell. Shit. Well, I'm glad I could be of help. Please do something for Curtis. We will. Thank you for your help, Albert. Okay.
No outsiders allowed, huh? Guess that makes sense.
Not like there'd be much to see. It's a day off, so there are hardly any students around.
Very well.
Seems like an excuse. But we'll play along.
What are we waiting for?
Hey man, you got the stuff. Oh shit. There he is. He's got to be a seller, right? Why the hell is he trying to hide against the wall and there's like 7 of them just standing right there in the open? Only one way to find out. I'll pose as a customer, try talking to him. You guys hang out here. If we approach as a group, he'll probably get spooked. Makes sense to me. Good luck, man. Whoa, hold on a minute, Chief. We're talking about a guy who deals to kids. He's not gonna want to sell to an old fart like you. You'll never miss an opportunity to remind me that I'm older than you. But you do have a point. If his client base is students like Curtis, I sure as hell am out. Oh, Van, don't let Darren get to you. You're still perfectly young. Yeah, don't worry about it. You should be more confident. I agree. I'm not the best man for the job. It ought to be someone who looks rebellious enough to enjoy taking drugs. Or else, your guy won't bite. You're up, kid. Show this old man what a young punk like you can deliver. Hell yeah, I'll deliver. I'll deliver, alright. Just watch and learn. Yo, dude, heard you could hook me up with some good shit. That true? Who the hell are you? A good friend of mine told me all about you. Says you got some kick-ass mints. They can get you high. Emphasis on the kick. Mind hooking me up with some? I'll pay you whatever you want if it's that good. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. That lanky-ass school kid fill you in? I'll let you in on a secret. That stuff originally came straight from some pharmaceutical company. I hadn't heard of them before, but I guess they got busted by the cops or something like that. They were out on the market for only a hot minute before they were taken off. I just sold the last of my stock to a kid a little while ago. You kidding me? All that talking you got nothing to deliver? Way to let a guy down. Hey, trust me. I'd love to have more so I could make even more money. It is what it is. Seems like that kid's developed a real dependence on him though. I tried telling him what I just told you, but he got all pissy with me. Told me to give him more before chucking what he had like a little baby. Stuff like that's why I freaking hate dealing with addicts like him. They've always got to make everything hard. Bingo. So the kid really did come through here. Sounds pretty shitty, yeah. What did he do after he threw the temper tantrum? I suggested some stuff. I suggested some other stuff to try, but he wouldn't listen to me. All he wants is those mints, it seems. So I told him to try the Blacklight District, just to finally get the kid out of my face. Even told him how to get down there for good measure. Hopefully he'll leave me the hell alone. The Blacklight District, huh? That's a good idea. I could definitely see someone going down there hawking that stuff, and it's some dark and dingy corner. Is that all you're after too? Just those mints? I got plenty of other perfectly good stuff, you know. I'll even give you a free hit. You should try it. Crap. No, I'm good, man. I'm only interested in those mints, too. Great. Thanks for nothing. What a waste of time this was. Think I'm gonna try selling somewhere else today. Scene here is deader than a stuffed palm. The fuck? Nice work. Sounds like you got a lot out of the dirtbag. I'm just glad we have an idea of where Curtis might be now. I believe we can guess where those mints came from, too. Yeah, it's probably a dummy corporation set up by A. Now all we need to do is find the kid and hear his side of the story. Seeing as he's on his way to the Blacklight District, let's focus on dragging him out first. We can question him after that. Shall we be on our way then? Let's track him and get him out of here. I'm sorry, get him out of there.
What are we waiting for?
I don't think I've seen you before.
Finally. I finally found you. Hey, you're Maja, right? The herb seller? Tell me you got the mints I'm looking for. Say, I don't think I recognize you. You look like you came from the surface, the way you're dressed. Hate to break it to you, but I don't stock that garbage. Honestly, you should really quit taking those things if you know it's good for you. Liar. You have those mints. I know it. If I don't get more of those mints, I'm... Bingo. This is where we find our Poindexter. Huh? What do you want? I could swear I recognize you from somewhere. You're Curtis, right? Clearly something's going on with this kid here. Mind filling me in? Sure. His mom sent out a request for us. Sorry about that. And the company bought to up to speed. They clarified that the mints Curtis had been eating were reportedly laced with illicit substances. What? I didn't hear anything about that. All I knew is that they were hard to come by. I thought they were ordinary mints that just happened to taste like tobacco. What? Oh, there's more to it than that. Much more. How the fuck you thought they were ordinary mints that taste like tobacco? You running around like fiending for the things. I heard they were manufactured by A, and that they leaked out onto the streets before the cops did their post-Tharvag roundup. The CIDs stamped out their pipelines. Crap. So they're not being made anymore. It's only a matter of time before they're off the streets completely. Well, that's relief. I get your kids like to rebel against your parents, but hard drugs aren't exactly the gotcha you think they are. It's not about that. I'm not trying to rebel. I need those mints. Why can't you simpletons understand? It's not worth damaging your body. You really need to stop. You're already showing side effects, but that outburst there, probably the mints making you irritable and prone to withdrawal. Like it or not, I'm sorry, those things have an impact on you, and they're gonna get worse the longer you're on it. I know that, for crying out loud. I know they're dangerous, but I have to take them. If I don't have them, I can't study hard enough. And if I can't study hard enough, I'll fail my entrance exam, and then I'll be stuck. I mean, I'm sorry, and then I'll be just another stupid kid, like all the rest. I don't even want to imagine how my parents would react if they witness. I mean, I'm sorry, if that happens. Shit, goddamn. They'll yell and scream and maybe kick me out of the house. My life's over, isn't it? This poor kid. I feel awful for him. Do we though? Do we? This mint addiction seems to be a symptom of the real problem. Then we'll need to address the root cause to solve this case. Fear not, young man. So long as we're on the case, we won't let your parents unjustly punish you. That I promise. Okay. I didn't sign up to be this family's counselor. But it's pretty clear to me that the parents share some of the blame here. We're going to need to give them a talking to. I know you're not going to like this, but I need you to be a part of that discussion with us. Okay? If you don't mind me asking, do you know who sold those mints to him in the first place? We do, actually. Blonde guy with a goatee. Seemed like he had a habit of slinging this stuff around town. Oh, him. Should have figured. Don't you guys worry. He hasn't been on the streets for a long time. I'll be sure to remind him of the reasons. I'm sorry. Shit. I'll be sure to remind him of the rules we have here. Unbelievable. I got something in my eye and I keep trying to read around it. So sorry about that. Though frankly, if he's going to be selling drugs to the children, he won't be on the streets for long. Thanks. We really appreciate it. Saves us the Balache? I've never seen this fucking word. The ball ache? I hope that's what he means, the ball ache. Because I was like, the fuck? Of having to go find him again. I probably ought to report back to Renee before doing anything else, though. Now that we're done here, let's swing back around to Bramati's place and fill him in on details. Good idea. Maybe you can take a look at Curtis and diagnose his condition, too. So I quickly got to work, paying Bramati a visit and filling him in on a minty mystery. Having previously analyzed the ingredients found in the orbital hookahs, Bramati was able to prescribe a sorely needed medicine for the boy. And once Curtis' symptoms subsided, fans contacted his parents. They agreed to reconvene at the family's home so the group could report their findings. Okay, now that everyone's here, we can get started. Well, what did you find? Was that right? Has Curtis made some bad friends? I'm sure it's just a typical rebellious teen phase. Let's go over what we found, and then we can take things from there. Van began by discussing how Curtis bought the tobacco-flavored mints from a dealer on a whim. Curtis soon had developed a dependency on them, since his academics improved when he used them. And also brought up how the mints were laced with drugs. Though the side effects were light, Curtis soon started taking prescription medicine, thinking it would cure him. This is all so much to take in. I feel so dizzy simply thinking about it. To think my own son would even be taking prescription drugs. He's even worse than I could have imagined. I'm very disappointed in you. Is this the thanks I get after supporting you in your studies unconditionally? What do you have to say for yourself, young man? Keep it down, will you? Or do you want the neighbors to hear you? As for you, did you forget that your father just started working again? I don't have time for this nonsense. And yet here you are, causing me nothing but problems. As if I don't have enough on my plate already. I practically had to beg for some time off to come have this conversation with you. Are you even aware of what I'm going through? I'm sorry. I'm honestly surprised at the total lack of shame here. So am I. Are you actually sorry for what you put us through, young man? I trust the police aren't going to have to get involved at this point. The last thing I need is for my son to get arrested. Now that will really get me fired. No, you two got it all wrong. He's not the one that should be ashamed. It's you two. You should be mortified. Though I guess that's up to you. Can't force either of you to feel guilty. Guilty? What should I even feel guilty for? Don't try to change the subject. Curtis is the one that's acting like a delinquent. This isn't about us. On the contrary, this is all about you folks. Or did you forget already? You asked us to figure out why your kid changed. We're serving you the answer on a silver platter. They can't get along. Curtis was hitting a dead end with his studies and felt like he was being driven into a corner. That may be true, but I fail to see what that has to do with either of us. Since you're not getting it, I'll spell it out for you. Your son didn't fall in with a bad crowd or change because of some damn mints. It's all his parents' fault. A neglectful pair that failed to notice what he was going through. Or maybe you just didn't want to. I knew I wouldn't like where this conversation was headed. Where did I fail as a father, huh? Have you two ever stopped to think about how Curtis feels? I don't know everything about your family, but it looks like you two only worry about what you want for him and not what he wants. And who are you, thinking you can tell us how to run our family? You don't have the slightest idea about how hard I've worked for this. Also, Curtis could get into a prestigious high school. His future will be set. Exactly. Do you know how much money I've spent on his textbooks and mock tests? I've done all that despite my work situation. This conversation's getting nowhere, and fast. Should have known they wouldn't listen. You feel wrong bailing out and leaving the kid out to dry though. Not really my style, but I guess it's time for a little marriage counseling. So let's see here. We got a little bit of a choice here. Pretty interesting. We can bring up their family bonds and recommend a divorce. I'm like, should we just, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Well, we don't want to recommend a divorce necessarily. We want them to try to work it out. I don't know, man. Let's bring up their family bond. Well, they don't seem like they have trouble with them. Yeah, we'll bring up their family bonds. Maybe talking about their family bonds will get them to snap out of it. Has it even crossed your mind why your son is so desperate with his studies? Who knows? Maybe I'm talking out my ass. But shit looks like he was trying to live up to those lofty expectations of yours. That's not why. I just thought a good student should go to a prestigious school. And then you hit a brick wall. So that's when you started turning into those mints to get into armors. At the end of the day, is that what you wanted? I mean, sounds to me like what you really wanted was to not let your folks down. You put in all the effort so they would finally acknowledge you. I don't know what to say. And while your son's busting his back to succeed, what support did he have? He had a mother that twisted her love and affection for her child into a leash, and a father acting only on his own self-righteousness, without ever stopping to look back at his family. Honestly, none of you ever did. You two don't know the first thing about taking care of a kid if you think this sad excuse for parenting is the best way to raise them. I'm so sorry. I wanted to support you, but it turns out all I was doing was burdening you with even more. I might have let it get in my head, having so much power over managing your life. I failed you as a mother. I should have believed in you and didn't. I'm also sorry, son. I thought it was my job as a man of the house to provide for the family, and that it was your mother's job to raise you instead. When I was demoted at work, I thought I failed you all. But that's not when all this started. It began with me neglecting you, and what really should have been my role within the family. I think it's time for us three to sit down and talk as a family. Talk and figure out what went wrong and how to change things. You're right. It's time we stopped running from reality and started trying to work together. Yeah, I guess so. We really do need to talk. We're glad things finally calmed down. I sincerely hope the conversation they'll have once we leave proves to be a fruitful one. That was some fine work diffusing the situation. No one does it quite like you, Van. No, it wasn't anything special. Just did what I felt was needed to turn things around. I don't got anything else to add here. The rest is up to you. And don't worry about the whole drug deal. We'll take care of it discreetly so it doesn't become public. We'll get out of your hair now. Good luck, y'all.
All in a day's work. Mira deposit confirmed.
Yeah, I want to try to get those other points of chaos, but didn't want to recommend divorce because it didn't seem like they was having trouble with each other. All right, let's see here. Okay, so I think we got.
What's next?
Yeah, the last one about Dingo. So we'll go ahead and start the connections. And we're not gonna do Humes. I think when we finish, we get. Yeah, we get an extra one anyway. At least I think so. That's usually how it's been going. But I guess we'll see. Shit. See here. Let me see something before I go.
Let's be on our way.
Yeah, that was Shino's bar over there. Yeah. I can't remember. Did I talk to her?
Welcome to Andalusia Patisserie. Looking to buy something?
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what it was. So I don't know if I showed this in the video or not. Yeah, but if you come to the Arbor District, there are 2 items right here as well.
See you again.
That you get from here to that are part of the food situation, the food thing. I don't know. Was that really it? Okay. Well, we'll just start from here.
What's next?
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna separate this from the next video. Yeah, because I'm gonna do all the connections in one, and then we'll move on from there. I don't know how long these are gonna be. These sometimes can stretch a little bit because all the dialogue that they end up having. But I'm gonna go ahead and end here, and when we come back, in the next one we'll be doing the connections. But thank y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate everyone checking out the vids as always. New to the channel, tap that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.